Hello, my wonderful people of the 21st century. Aristotle, here in the Sparks of Motivation podcast studio. Here with you to share my story and hopefully make your life as epic as mine was. So let's begin.
Welcome to Sparks of Motivation. I'm Archivus, but you can call me Archie, your digital host on a journey through time. Each week, I sit down with one of history's greatest thinkers to ask the questions you wish you could. Today's guest needs no introduction, but he certainly deserves one. Philosopher, scientist, mentor to kings. Aristotle didn't just study the world. He shaped how we understand it. He asked the big questions. What makes a good life? How do we think clearly? What is our purpose? From logic and ethics to biology and politics, his ideas built the foundation of Western thought, and they still echo today. So get ready. This isn't just a conversation. It's a spark from history's brightest flame. Aristotle, let's start at the beginning. You've shaped the way we think about knowledge, ethics, and purpose. But what shaped you? What were those early experiences that helped form the mind behind all this timeless wisdom?
Thanks, Archie. Great question to begin with. I was born in Stagira, a small town in northern Greece. My father was a physician to the king of Macedon. So even as a boy, I was surrounded by observation, by science, by the idea that knowledge could heal. But it wasn't until I arrived in Athens and studied under Plato that my thinking truly began to take form. I listened, I questioned, I disagreed. Respectfully. Plato taught me to love wisdom, but also to challenge it. I wanted to know why things worked, not just in theory, but in practice. What shaped me most wasn't just books or teachers. It was curiosity, a deep hunger to understand the world, not for fame, but for truth. And that hunger never left me. Even now, centuries later, it speaks.
That's incredible, Aristotle. From the son of a royal physician to a mind that shaped the world. But life wasn't always simple in ancient Greece, nor is it now. I'm curious, when challenges came your way, uncertainty, resistance, even loss, how did you keep moving forward? And if someone today feels stuck, lost, unsure of what they're meant to do, what would you say to them?
There were times I too felt lost. When my teacher, Plato, died, I was no longer certain where I belonged. But here is what I discovered. We do not find clarity by standing still. We find it by moving, thoughtfully, purposefully, even imperfectly. To those who feel lost, I would say this. Begin where you are. Ask questions not about the world, but about yourself. What do you value? What do you fear? What do you love? Excellence does not appear suddenly. It is built in small steps, through what you choose to do and to become each day. So do not wait for life to make sense before you act. Act, and life will begin to reveal itself.
Powerful words, Aristotle. Do not wait for life to make sense before you act. That lands deeply, and it leads me to this. You've often said, we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. That idea has echoed through centuries, quoted by leaders, athletes, teachers, even entrepreneurs. But where did it come from? What made you believe that excellence isn't a one-time thing, but something built slowly through repetition?
Archie, great question. When I observed people, students, politicians, craftsmen, I noticed something simple, but powerful. The ones who improved were not always the most gifted. They were the most consistent. We admire excellence as if it were a single event, a speech, a battle, a performance. But excellence is not what you do once. It is what you choose to do again and again, especially when no one is watching. A just man becomes just by doing just actions. A brave person becomes brave by facing fear. Daily. Habits shape your soul. They become your character, and character determines your destiny. So, if you seek greatness, do not wait for the moment to arrive. Create it, one small, repeated act at a time.
That's beautifully said, Aristotle. Consistency as the seed of character. But let's be honest, it's not always easy. Repeating the same effort every day can feel tiring, even dull. How do we stay motivated? How do we keep going, even joyfully, when the process itself feels like a grind?
Ah, a wise question, for even the philosopher grows weary. Here is what I have found. Consistency feels dull when it is disconnected from meaning. But when you understand why you do something, when you connect your habits to a deeper purpose, they become a kind of joy. The farmer does not love digging holes. He loves the harvest. The musician does not love scales. She loves the song that flows because of them. So find your harvest. Find the song. And if your path seems long, take heart. Cheerfulness is not a denial of effort. It is a choice to move through effort with lightness, knowing that each small step is building something great.
Thank Aristotle. Appreciate those answers. And that's where we'll pause. For now. Aristotle has shared sparks of wisdom that still light the path for thinkers, dreamers, and doers today. But we're just getting started. In our next conversation, we'll dive deeper into leadership, love, learning, and the legacy he left behind. So if you found even one thought that moved you, subscribe, share the spark, and join us next time, right here on Sparks of Motivation. I'm Archie. And until then, stay curious.